talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joes. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Money back, money back, money back. Make it like a money back, money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all think so, don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy and the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby late, waist snatch, back, shrink back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all think so, don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. Sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard. Line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. That's complete to the former Bear. It's Greg Olsen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Good job, D. That's right. Here we go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in, he's brought down, it's a Panther sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll go with Foreman, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
20. Hey! Do something.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Carry for Foreman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Gano out to kick this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st and 10, Newton. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Left, 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 left. Ace, ace.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace. Slow. Left, 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 left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. So
possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the give. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Newton. The throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to it, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 17-14. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Cam's going to run the option right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Do something.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey! Hey!
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Express! Gun. That's right now.
Operating from the gun. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mahomes now to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Hill. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jeremy Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. He juked him. They're now running right through it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. On 1st down, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Black 58 rail.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Lets it go for Nelson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes will try again on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now it's Mahomes again. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you
blitz coming, and down he goes. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Gano out to kick this one away. Here comes Nelson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. Fighting his way through contact. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that.